Hi, my name is Xavier Alexander. I'm a political science major, social work 300 student at Tuskegee University, and I will be using this video to talk about the GSS research report I did within the social work 300 class. All right, so without further ado, here we go. So this first set of data that I want to keen in on shows the bivariate relationship, which is income's effect on party identification that was examined for this research report. One of the trends that was present in this bivariate relationship is that it did not have the intended effect that was originally thought. It appeared that those who were on the higher end of the income scale would align more with the Republican Party. This can be due to the fact that income may not be the sole factor in which one uses to align themselves with a political party. However, we also see that the highest number of people who align with the Republican Party were at the top of the income scale. Now, this next graph focuses on the control variable race, race's impact on uh, the independent variable income. All right, so race had a substantial impact on the income of those surveyed. Of those people surveyed, the majority of the respondents whose income was on the upper part of the scale, which I classified to be $20,000 to $24,000 or $25,000 or more, were white. This shows the huge disparity that exists between races and incomes. One of those issues that could trigger this gap is the inequitable opportunity in access to education. Within certain communities in this country, education systems do not provide the same support or funds to inner city school systems, which have a majority minority population, than they do with areas that are heavily populated with white students, which could lead to that gap in income. This pie chart here shows the breakdown of the party IDs or party identifications of the respondents in this survey. And we see that the largest number of respondents consider themselves to be independent voters, with 37.7% of the respondents. The Democratic Party had 34.6, and 26.3% of the respondents considered themselves to be Republicans. This next pie chart shows the breakdown of income among the respondents, and we see that the largest group of the respondents found themselves to make, as far as income goes, $25,000 or more, which accounts for 66.9% of the total respondents. Um, Overall, this chart shows that the majority of people who took the survey had large incomes. This can be because the survey could have been taken in an area where there were many respondents who fell in that high income bracket. However, it leads to a gap in responses of those who are in lower income brackets, which skews the data. Now, this next graph shows the cross tabulation and the effect of the control race on the dependent variable political identification. The graph breaks down race within the values of white, black, and other, and it further breaks down identifying the political identification of each. The largest political identity among white respondents consider themselves to be not strong Republicans. Black respondents consider themselves most to be strong Democrats. Overall, we can see that uh, the white race has the most diversity among voters. This can be attributed to the fact that the white community is impacted in this country in different ways. However, we see that in the black community and other communities of different ethnicities of different ethnicities and races, the challenges and struggles are much the same across the board, which shifts that community to vote for the side that will impact their lives in the most positive way. In conclusion, we see that the variables in the bivariate hypothesis have an interesting correlation. Income has an enormous impact on the party identification of a person. People who have higher incomes tend to identify as a Republican. This is because they are more likely to receive tax cuts than those who have lower incomes. However, people who have lower incomes tend to identify as Democrats. The bivariate relationship income affects party identifications can be affected by the control race, and race can have an impact on both the income and the political party or political identification of the respondents. This is my report on the GSS research we conducted in Social Work 300. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.